Hi friends, in this session we will see conceptual modeling of data warehouses. Conceptual modeling of data warehouses is nothing but schema design. First, what is meant by schema? Schema is nothing but a collection of database objects including tables, views, indexes. Here three types of schemas we will see: star schema, snowflake schema, fact cancellation schema. This schema design is nothing but for data warehouse it is a design phase. We can say why, because as in databases how the model for databases, it is the design phase for databases, for database system designing, it is the design phase. Conceptual modeling of databases is nothing but ER model. So like that, schema design is nothing but it is a conceptual modeling of data warehouses. There are three types of schemas: star schema, snowflake schema, fact cancellation schema. First, star schema, a fact table in the middle connected to a set of dimension table. The name star it came by because the schema looks like a star. Fact table is surrounded by number of dimension tables. So one fact table and number of dimension table. This fact table is surrounded by number of dimension tables. That's why it is called as a star schema. It looks like a star. Snowflake schema. Snowflake schema is nothing but it is also same as star schema. It is a refinement of a star schema where some dimensional hierarchy is normalized into set of smaller dimension tables forming a shape similar to snowflake. It is also looks like snowflake, that's why it is called as snowflake schema. Here the difference between star schema and the snowflake schema is in star schema, so one fact table surrounded by number of dimension tables. Here also same. So but here the normalization is there. So the dimension table is divided into, again it is split into two dimension tables. So that is nothing but the decomposition. Using decomposition we can achieve normalization. We can achieve normalization in snowflake schema. We cannot achieve normalization in the star schema. So that is the difference between star schema and snowflake schema. Next, fact cancellation. Fact cancellation is nothing but multiple fact tables. That means two or more fact tables share dimension tables viewed as a collection of stars, therefore called galaxy schema or fact cancellation. So here in fact cancellation schema, the two or more fact tables. So two or more fact tables are there in fact cancellation schema, whereas in star schema and snowflake schema, so only one fact table is there. Here two or more fact tables are there. So these two or more fact tables use the same dimension tables commonly. Two fact tables use some common dimension tables. So that's why it is called as a fact cancellation schema. So these are the three schemas: star schema, snowflake schema, fact cancellation schema. These schemas design we will see how the star schema, snowflake schema, fact cancellation schema, these can be represented. So in a diagrammatical view, diagrammatical representation we will see for these three schemas now. It is an example of star schema. In this we can see the fact table. Sales fact table is the central fact table. Next, the time, item, branch, location, these are the dimension tables. So this sales fact table is surrounded by these four dimension tables, and this fact table is having these dimensions, and it contains measures like units sold, dollars sold, average sales. So fact table is nothing but collection of dimensions and measures. So here sales fact table is the collection of these four dimensions and these measures. These are the measures for sales fact table. So why? Because sales can be measured by units sold, number of items sold, so dollars sold. Next, average of sales we can get. These are the measures for the sales. Next, dimensions. These time, item, branch, location. These are the dimensions. Here time key is nothing but the foreign key in the sales fact table. So item key, branch key, location key, these are also same as a time key. These are also foreign keys in the sales fact table. So the time key in the time table, time dimension table, the time key is a primary key. So in the item table, item dimension, item key is the primary key. In the location table, location dimension, location key is the primary key. So in the branch table, branch dimension, branch key is the primary key. So in the dimension table, these keys are act as primary keys, and in the fact table, these keys are act as foreign keys. So why? Because using these keys, we are accessing these dimensions in the fact table. That's why we are calling these as foreign keys. Whereas in the item, time, branch, location in the dimension tables, these keys are the primary keys. So these primary keys, foreign keys concepts we will see in database concepts. In the parent table, the key which is a unique identifier in the parent table, that is called as primary key. So using that, we are accessing that table in other table using that particular key. That's why in the other table it is called as foreign key. In the parent table it is called as primary key. So here also same. Here time, item, branch, location, these dimension tables, we can say these are the parent tables, and sales fact table is the child table for these tables. So in the child table, these all are nothing but the foreign keys: time key, item key, branch key, location key. So in the dimension tables, these are the primary keys. So this is about the star schema. It looks like a star schema. It's looking like a star. Central fact table is surrounded by number of dimension tables. For viewing, it is looking like a star. That's why it is called as a star schema. So in the same way, we will see snowflake schema and fact. See here, it is an example of a snowflake schema. So it is also same as the star schema. It is nothing but refinement of star schema, as we have already seen. So the central fact table is a sales fact table. So that is surrounded by time, item, branch, location. These are dimension tables as same as in the star schema. So these are the primary keys in the dimension tables: time key, item key, branch key, location key. These four keys are the primary keys in the dimension tables, whereas these are the foreign keys in the sales fact table. So again, unit sold, dollar sold, average sales, these are the measures for the sales fact table. So this is the same as star schema. The difference is only the normalization. Here the normalization can be achieved by decomposition. Here the item and the location tables are divided into two tables: item and supplier. Item can be divided into item, supplier. Location can be divided into location and city. So here by decomposition, we are achieving normalization. It is looking like a snowflake schema. Here the dimension is divided into two dimensions. Here the one dimension that can be having connection with the other dimension. So that is the difference between these star schema and snowflake schema. You can see. So there only one dimension is individual. That is individual. Here one dimension is connected with the other dimension using some key. So that's why it is looking like a dimensional hierarchy, as we can say. Here in the sales fact table, we are having item key. That item key connects item dimension with the sales fact table. So again, that item dimension is having item key and supplier key. So through that supplier key, so item can be connected to supplier dimension table. So it looks like a dimensional hierarchy. In snowflake schema, we are having this dimensional hierarchy, and we are having this decomposition of dimension tables. Using this decomposition of dimension tables, we can achieve normalization. This is the difference we can observe in the snowflake schema. Next, we will see. It is an example of fact cancellation schema. As shown in figure, we are having two fact tables. So sales fact table and shipping fact table. For sales fact table, as in the previous star schema and snowflake schema, same as here also. for a sales fact table. So these are the dimension tables: time, item, branch, location. These four are the dimension tables. So and same as in the previous schemas, here also primary keys for each and every dimension table. So and those primary keys acted as foreign keys in the sales fact table. So and measures are there, same as previous: unit sold, dollar sold, average sales. So this is the sales fact table. We already seen in the previous schemas also, but here the other fact table in fact cancellation schema we are having two or more fact tables. Here shipping fact table is there, so like that we are having several fact tables, two or more fact tables. These fact tables use some common dimension tables, some common dimensions. Here in the figure you can observe clearly sales fact table and shipping fact table both are using item dimension table. So in the same way, sales fact table and shipping fact table both are using location dimension table. So it looks like a collection of stars. Sales fact table that is surrounded by some dimension tables, it's look like a star, and shipping fact table surrounded by some dimension tables, it also looks like a star. This collection of stars is nothing but the fact cancellation schema, galaxy schema. Here in shipping fact table, so you can observe time key, item key, shipper key, from location to location, dollars cost, units shipped. These two dollars cost, units shipped are the measures. So fact table is a collection of these foreign keys, these dimensions and measures. So these foreign keys, time key, item key, shipper key. So from location to location you can observe. So item key, so that is connected with the sales fact table. Shipping fact table is connected with the sales fact table by this item dimension table. Next, from location to location using this two attributes or two keys, I can say from shipping table we are going to the sales fact table. That is nothing but sales fact table connecting to shipping fact table by using this location dimension. So two or more fact tables, they are combined using a dimension or dimensions using some common dimension or common dimensions. That is nothing but fact cancellation. Okay, here that's why we are calling it as a fact cancellation. So sales fact table surrounded by these dimension tables looks like a star, and shipping fact table surrounded by item, location, shipper, these dimension table, it also looks like a star. These collection of stars is nothing but galaxy schema or fact cancellation schema. That's why we are calling it as fact cancellation schema. Okay, now we will see how we will write code in DMQL for these three schemas. Now we will see how to write code for these three schemas. In schema design, how we will write code using data mining query language. So in data mining query language, we will write code like this: cube definition. So that is nothing but the cube is nothing but the fact table here. Okay, central fact table is nothing but the entire application. So that is nothing but the cube. So cube definition. So that is define space cube name. Next dimension list colon measures list. Next dimension. Each and every dimension we will describe here. Those dimension definition we are writing here. Dimension definition of dimension table. So that is by define space dimension space dimension name as attributes or subdimensions list. So that is dimension definition. So special case shared dimension tables for Snowflake, like that special case we will write define dimension name as dimension name first time in cube name first name. So like it we will write code for schemas in data mining query language. So next we will see for each and every schema, again we will see how to write code. This is commonly we will write. So just a cube we will represent, we will define with a define space, cube name, dimension list. Next measures list. Again dimension, those dimension list, each and every dimension again those has to be defined. Define dimension, again dimension name as those dimension attributes. Again number of dimensions same, define dimension 2, dimension name as attributes list, like that. How to define star schema in DMQL? So define cube sales star. So that is the sales star is nothing but central fact table. It is having dimensions time, item, branch, location. This is the dimension list. Next, these are the measures: dollar sold, average sales, unit sold. These are the measures. So dollar sold equal to sum of sales in dollars. Average sales equal to average of sales in dollars. So that is the total average. You can say unit sold equal to count of star, number of records. So in that particular cube, so or in that particular fact table. So this is the cube definition. So in the cube definition we have given, so time, item, branch, location, these all in the square brackets, no? These each and every dimension tables here again defined. So define dimension time as, time is the first dimension table as. So what are the attributes? What are the attributes of the dimension time dimension table? Time. So time key, day of week, month, quarter, year. These are the attributes of time table, time dimension table. So next, define dimension. Same like number of dimensions. How many dimensions you defined in the cube definition in the central fact table? How many dimensions you have? You have to define all those dimensions same way, in the similar way. Define dimension item as item key, item name, brand type, supplier type. These all are the attributes of the item dimension table. So in the same way, define dimension branch as branch key, branch name, branch type. These are the attributes of the branch dimension table. In the same way, define dimension location as location key, street, city, provision or state, province or state, country. These are the attributes of the location dimension tables. Okay, like that we will represent, we will write code for star schema in data mining query language. So central fact table we will represent like this. Define cube sales star, that is the central fact table name. Next dimension list, next measures, next each and every dimension table again it has to be defined. Define dimension name as attributes list in that particular dimension. So this is about star schema. For the snowflake schema also we will write code in the same way. So central fact table, define cube sales snowflake in the square brackets, time, item, branch, location. These are the dimensions names. Next, dollar sold, average sales, unit sold. These are the measures. So dollar sold equal to sum of sales in dollars, average sales equal to average of sales in dollars, unit sold equal to count of star. So these are the measures. So next, these are dimensions what we mentioned in the square brackets, those dimensions here again defined. So define dimension time as time key, day of week, month, quarter, year. Next, define dimension item as item key, item name, brand type, supplier of, supplier key, supplier type. Here the difference is we can see. So that for item dimension in snowflake schema we divide item into two tables, item table and supplier table. So like that here we can represent item dimension as all the attributes. In the attributes list itself we will represent the other dimension table name supplier. So then it is treated as a item table dimension within other dimension table, item table. So in that supplier table is there. So item is connected to supplier using supplier key. So that is supplier, again it consists of supplier key and supplier type. These are the attributes for supplier table. So next, item key, item name, brand type. These are the attributes of the item dimension table. Here we will represent like this. So define dimension branch as branch key, branch name, branch type. These three are the attributes for branch table. Again, for location dimension, we are having location key, street, city. City is the other dimension table. So we divided location table into two tables, location table and city table. So here it can be represented. We will write code like this: define dimension location as location key, street, city of, city key, province or state, country. So these are the attributes for the city dimension table. So in turn it is in location table itself. Okay, so it is divided from it is nested in location dimension table itself. So that is snowflake schema. We will write code for a snowflake schema in DMQL using. We will see code for fact cancellation schema. So for two fact tables are there, so sales fact table and shipping fact table. So same code we will write as seen previous. So define cube sales of a time, item, branch, location. These are the dimensions. Next, dollar sold, average sales, unit sold. These are the measures for the central sales fact table. Next, these dimensions here defined same as previous. Define dimension time as time key, day of key, day of week, month, quarter, year. These are the attributes of time dimension table. Next, define dimension item as item key, item name, brand type, supplier type. These are the attributes of item dimension table. So define dimension branch as branch key, branch name, branch type. These are the attributes of the branch dimension table. So define dimension location as location key, street, city, province or state, country. These are the attributes of the location dimension table. Here we are having other fact table. We have to define that also. Define cube shipping of time, item, shipper from location to location. So measures are dollar cost, unit shipped. These are the measures for this shipping fact table. Define dimension time as time in cube sales. Here we will not write again code for this time dimension table. Again need not to define. So already we defined here. So in the sales cube we defined time, item. These two tables we defined already. So we will use that. So we shipper dimension, we are not having shipper dimension in sales fact table. That's why again define dimension shipper as shipper key, shipper name, location as location in cube sales, shipper type. Define dimension from location as location in cube sales. Define dimension to location as location in cube sales. These from location and to location both are connected to location dimension in sales cube, sales fact table. So that's why these are defined like this. This is about how to write code in data mining query language for these three schemas: star schema, snowflake schema and fact cancellation schema. This is about the schema design of data warehouses. So this schema design is nothing but the designing of data warehouses. Using this schema design, we will design how to represent the data that we will design. We will design like that. Using that design, again we will store the data in data cube. So as like in DBMS, how we will draw ER diagrams, and based on that ER diagrams how we will create tables. In the same way here also we will design schemas. Using these schemas we will write code like this. So and we will store data. So as there also here for ER diagrams we will write code in SQL, structured query language. So create a table name like that. For each and every entity we will create a table. Here also same. For each and every fact table we are defining a cube. For each and every dimension table we are defining a dimension here. So like in the same way, from ER diagram to again how you are creating tables from ER model to relational model, how you are converting, how you are transferring data, how the conversion will be. Here also same, in from schemas to data cube, the data can, the designing from design to data storage will be same as in DBMS. ER model to relational model, here schema design to data cube, data storage, three-dimensional data cube, data storage. So that is about conceptual modeling of data warehouses. I hope you understood well. Okay, so we will again meet in the next session.